Hello, Spirit speaking, and this message is for you. Welcome to a sacred sanctuary for listening, healing, and remembering, where messages are allowed to unfold gently without distraction. Each reading is a combination of tarot, message cards, and channeled guidance. Before recording, time is taken to sit in meditation and open to the guidance being channeled from the divine, allowing the message to be shared from a place of stillness and clarity. The shared message here is meant to be received in your own way. Take what is yours and allow the rest to pass by gently, as it may be meant for someone else. This is an invitation to pause, soften, and be present. This reading is offered as quiet guidance shared with love and intention. Let's begin. I'll start by sharing the channeled message for today. At last, you have arrived in the exact moment you were meant to be here. I'm so happy to see you, that you followed your internal guidance once again, and it has brought us here together to commune as one light. The joy this brings me when you come together collectively is that of a lighthouse that beams outward to lost vessels. In the unforgiving seas which are like the emotions of this life at times, you are never lost or alone. All you have to do is look for my light within yourselves. I ask that you all begin to take notice of changes that are coming for you within and how outwardly this world is changing so rapidly. This is a time of great changes and shifts, and I ask that you take notice of everything and everyone around you with new eyes. The changes are bringing a positive shift within your energy fields, and it's time now to learn how to raise your vibration to match that of the Earth Mother. When you do this inner work and you travel lighter on the earth and learn to walk in balance no matter what is happening around you, learn to raise your vibration and turn up your lights. Come together as one unified light in the world that is divided. The strength this brings to both yourself and others, as well as personally, is one of divine measure, and I urge you to put your outer appearances, beliefs, and opinions aside. I ask that you live without judgment for yourself or for others, as this will free you to follow your path without being distracted. There are new changes coming, but as you know, before the new has to come, the breakdown always comes before the rebuild. As humans, you have followed the same pathways throughout history so many times and have repeated the same mistakes over and over without a different result. It's a time now for each one of us as divine beings to choose now to benefit what benefits all, not just a few of the collective. I have provided everything that is needed on this earth to sustain, and yet there are few that have everything and many that have been left out. The time has come now to bring balance back to the earth. Mankind has shown such disrespect to her by how we have handled the very thing that sustains our life, by taking more than we need and blatantly throwing it away without regard for those that have nothing. I have given all of my love, but somehow you have forgotten how to share with one another. I ask that each one of you do a small part in becoming the solution to change that is needed in the world. Change first begins inside of you. Start to take notice of your God-given gifts, understanding, intuition, and foresight. I ask that you find your spiritual gifts inside. Go seek the truth. The time is now to put your gifts into action and use them to discern the next steps on your path towards greatness. When you do this individually, and then we as a collective grow stronger and have a clearer vision of how to fix what is so sadly broken within our society, and what is considered the norm. I have faith in all of you to resolve, solve, and realize and know your worth. Have I not said, you are God's? Do this, you will do this, and so much more. The power I have gifted to you is great, but of all of them, love is the greatest. Balance yourselves by way of the heart first, self-love then, and then for each other, and collectively for the planet, and for all of humanity. I know each one of you present here want this change, because if you are here, you are already attuned to a higher frequency than most. Know that even if a few gathered together, you can raise the whole vibration tremendously. It's time for a new way of living. Spiritually awakened beings do not harm one another. They do not judge one another, and they do not destroy one another. They do not starve one another or hoard for themselves. Spiritually minded people know that what they do to another, they bring to themselves. With this kind of knowing, we choose, together as a species, we can finally change the world we live in. But it first starts with you. Individual growth must be at the top of your list of things to do, joining with like-minded people to awaken to the truth of the way. Then we will see a world where our human intelligence and divine guidance can integrate and change the structure of how we create our future selves. There will be so much more to come. The time for hibernation and isolation is over. It's time to emerge from the cave and awaken to the sunshine kissing your face. This is my spirit sparking the light force within for all to awaken. Now we'll allow the cards to offer their spiritual guidance. So we begin looking at this spread, and in the past and what brought you to where you are now. For some of the collective, I see that you've been working hard to create some really firm foundations and financial success in your life. You've also learned how to ground yourself in this success. And through this grounding, you've been following your spirit, intellectual wisdom quite wisely. Right in the heart of the spread, I see for some that you may be going through somewhat of an upheaval, an overturning of situations in your life that no longer serves a purpose for you. For some, this could be in relationships. For others, it could be in areas of your life such as business, finances, etc. Just take what vibrates with you at this time. So although this seems like it's a time, it could be feeling a time of chaos and turmoil for some, know that Spirit is overturning anything that wasn't built on a firm foundation. In the back of the subconscious mind here, I see some still struggling with sadness and of difficult times that you've been through mentally and emotionally. And Spirit's asking you that you take time to notice that it's still there in the back of your mind so that you don't unconsciously create more of the same in your future. Now moving into the near future, I see some of you being very consciously creating using your skill and craft. And depending on what side of the coin you're on, with this Spirit is encouraging you to use your God-given gifts and talents to create within your own life. What helps you in this situation for some is your kind-heartedness, your belief in magic, following your own intuition, grounding in nature, and still keeping connected to divine energy. Above, I see for some of you that this could be pointing towards the fact that you are actually clairvoyant. For some of the collective, I see a new love coming in, where in the past you may have had to move quite strategically and didn't feel safe in receiving love after certain situations that you may have been through. But you have Archangel Michael here watching and overseeing, helping you to alchemize these situations and move away from conflict to a more calm and brighter shore. Being able to reflect backwards to the pain that you've been through, but actually move forward in confidence towards your future. And that future shows great success, monetary-wise, but remember, pentacles are not always just money, paper and coins, but also prosperity in every area of your life, in family relationships, friendships, and business. I see for some of the collective wanting to spark new creativity in certain areas of their lives, but some you're not being honest with yourself as to what exactly your next steps are. For some of you may be sitting in a place of fantasy or delusion at this time, where you're convincing yourself that you really don't know what choices to make. But deep down inside, Spirit's saying you need to ground your energy and really make some firm decisions, especially when it comes to the choices and what's going to help to fulfill yourself emotionally. Now I've chosen some cards to represent wishes, and it's showing that Spirit wants you to know that you can have your wishes, beautiful prosperity, happiness, and love, and being able to ground that, but having some peace within yourselves. But also the problem is that some of you don't believe that it's what you deserve, so Spirit's asking you to change your mind and know that you are very well deserving and you can have all of these wishes fulfilled, no matter what has transpired in the past. Now we'll move towards some message cards, and the very first one is the card of growth. Potential and embrace change to unlock your full potential and flourish. Let your connection with Spirit ground you as you reach for the sky. Find a serene refuge and peaceful embrace of a gentle harbor, allowing tranquility to still your waters. Stay in this serene haven and embrace that tranquility as your refuge. Sorrow heals in the shadow of heartache, and growth emerges. Let pain shape you, not define you, as brighter days beckon just ahead. Steady progress. Patience is your ally. Celebrate each step forward, no matter the size. You're on the right track. Just keep going in the right direction so that you are moving forward. Getting better. Growth is a journey, not a destination. Welcome your improvements one step at a time. You're on the mend. Be compassionate and kind for yourself as you heal your heart. Act with care, focus your intentions, and navigate decisions with clear insight and purpose to keep a clear mind. Sweep away any doubts that you have and know that you are right. Unwavering faith. Stand firm in your beliefs and steadfast. Your spirit guides want you to know. Honest echoes. Listen to the whispers of your heart, for you do know the whole truth. And again, create a new identity. Embrace change and rediscover yourself, crafting a narrative aligned with your true essence. Shape the culture of yourself, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing your identity. Now we'll move to some message cards from the Ascended Masters, and we have the Ascended Master Ocean. She's an African goddess of rivers and waters, and she assists women to appreciate and enjoy their feminine beauty and sensuality. Both men and women can call upon Ocean for help with their romantic life, increased attractiveness, self-esteem, or any situation involving water or the flow of abundance. This card comes to you as a sign that your body is thirsty for pure water. Symptoms such as fatigue, difficulty concentrating, irritation, or excessive hunger can actually be dehydration in disguise. Water helps you flush harsh energies and toxins from your sensitive body. You can bless your water before drinking it to give yourself a boost of positive energy. The next card is from the Magical Fairies. It's a card of autumn. In the fall season, everything comes together as you reap wonderful harvests of abundance. The answer to your question will be fully reaped in the autumn, just like a garden patch. You'll experience blessings along the way. Keep tending to your manifestation by maintaining positive thoughts, affirming prayer, and taking guided action. And the fruits of this work will be ready as the leaves start to turn and the air starts to chill for the fall season. The next message comes from Healing with the Angels, and it's a card of forgiveness. Spirit asks you, and the angels ask you, let go of anger and resentment and feel yourself healed. You don't need to forgive the action, just the person, so that you can be at peace. By drawing this card, your angels guide you to release anger and irritation, and they realize that you may have been perfectly justified in feeling angry, yet they ask you to look at the high price that you pay for being a vessel of anger. Forgiveness does not mean what you did is okay. It simply means I'm no longer willing to carry around the pain in response to your actions. When we hold unforgiveness in our hearts, we only punish ourselves. And after all, your angels will help you release unforgiveness if you'll just ask for their assistance. And the very last message comes from Archangel Michael, and it's a card that says your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. Archangel Michael knows that you're feeling uncertain or confused, so he's sending you this card as verification that you are hearing him accurately through your thoughts, ideas, and feelings. If you've recently felt the urge to take action but have hesitated for fear of making the wrong move, this card confirms that it's safe to move forward with your changes. And there's a prayer that goes with this. It says, please, Archangel Michael, please help me clearly hear, see, and feel the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for both me and my own benefit and those around me. Now, as we come to a close, I'd like you to take a moment to notice what is settled within you. At the very truth of our essence, each one of us is a being of light, expressed through awareness, choice, compassion, and the energy we bring into the world. When we consciously expand the light within ourselves, it changes how we move, how we respond, and how we relate to others. As more of us choose to live from this awareness, our light begins to gather. Together, it raises the vibration of the world we share. If this space speaks to you, you're welcome to stay connected here, to return, to listen, and to walk alongside these messages as they continue to unfold. If you feel called, you're invited to share this space with others who may be seeking the same quiet remembrance. You're also welcome to leave a comment, perhaps a reflection or a word of gratitude, or something positive that this message has stirred within you. In doing so, you help keep the space grounded in light and intention. If you feel drawn to explore more deeply, you're warmly invited to visit my website at hellospiritspeaking.com. There you will find spiritual guidance readings, a free masterclass called Awaken Your Inner Light, a free guided meditation titled Your Inner Sanctuary, and a collection of digital spiritual workshops designed to support and continue your spiritual growth and understanding. In this way, the light moves outward, one presence at a time. I thank you for being here and for taking this moment to listen. Until we meet again, walk gently, follow the light, and together we rise.